Hello folks, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please watch this video till end. Before we start, kindly hit the subscribe button. Rowan Cunliffe, the villain from Coronation Street, is going to scale up his blackmail strategy. Despite Leanne Battersby's membership with the Institute, Nick Tilsley from Coronation Street continues to be blackmailed. In new scenes, cult leader Rowan Cunliffe will escalate his blackmailing scheme against Nick, demanding more money if he does not want Leanne to learn about his one-night fling with her sister Toya. Meanwhile, Amy Barlow prepares to embark on her Institute retreat after becoming the latest Weatherfield resident to join the cult. Rowan assures her she's destined for great things, making Leanne envious. Nick was enraged when he discovered Rowan had sent someone to picture him and Toya hugging. He assaulted the Institute's head, who is now requesting a £20,000 investment in the cult in exchange for not reporting him for assault. Will Nick comply with Rowan's request and hand over the money to avoid getting arrested? Nick has already had a few issues with Leanne, as he confided to David Platt that he is falling in love with Toya, whom he is currently supporting after her ovarian cancer diagnosis. Toya thought she could be pregnant following her romance with Nick. Her doctor informed her that a false positive result may signify cancer, and after more testing, it was determined that Toya has germ cell ovarian cancer, which would necessitate an operation to remove a tumor as well as likely chemotherapy treatments. Will Nick share his feelings with Toya, and will he inform Leanne? Coronation Street discusses the missing figure in Toya's narrative. Toya received a germ cell ovarian cancer diagnosis earlier this week. Her treatment would include surgery to remove a malignancy and maybe chemotherapy treatments. Nick and Leanne argue on how to best help her, but Toya eventually informed them she didn't want them engaged in her care. Toya revealed a similar surprise on Wednesday's July 24 episode, admitting she hadn't told her mother, Janice Battersby, about her illness and didn't intend to. The explanation was a method for the soap to explain why Janice would not be going to Weatherfield to assist her daughter, given that the character had last been on screen in 2011. Vicky Entwistle, who plays Janice, may not return to Coronation Street since she has recently been vocally critical of the harsher storylines for Toya on the show. Following this news, Nick resolved to help Toya against her decree by attending her consultation. Before Nick knew he was being photographed, the two exchanged hugs. Nick instantly assumed Rowan and the Institute were to blame, so he barged into the group's meeting at the Chariot Square Hotel. Nick violently smacked Rowan in the face and told him to keep away from his family. Leanne demanded Nick explain himself, so he offered a half-truth that Rowan had sent someone to photograph Toya during her cancer consultation. "Nick, this is insane. Have you heard yourself?" a disbelieving Leanne asked. "You better hope he doesn't want to press charges." Later, Leanne reported that Rowan had kindly declined to file charges against Nick, despite knowing it was another of the Institute's mind tricks. Nick was devastated when Toya accused him of endangering their lives, especially when Leanne claimed she was going to withdraw with love from her sister's therapy. Nick then acknowledged to David Platt in an emotional talk that he was falling in love with Toya. "I can't change how I feel," Nick said to David. Will Nick confess to Leanne? The conflict between Kit Green and Bernie Winter on Coronation Street has taken a new twist. The Weatherfield detective recently informed twins Gemma and Paul that he is their long-lost brother, having been put up for adoption by Bernie as a toddler. Kit had previously demonstrated a vengeful streak, having turned the twins against their mother and misled coworker Craig Tinker into making a damning professional confession. In Wednesday's July 24 episode, Gemma was concerned about losing her family home due to her severe financial circumstances. The financial problems had become so severe that a landlord was sending over possible tenants to look at the residence. However, to Gemma's surprise, one possible buyer turned out to be Kit. Chesney and Gemma were mystified as to why Kit would want to buy their house out from under them, but he swore his motives were genuine. "After my mother died, she left me some money," Kit recounted. "I'm trying to find somewhere to live around here." Thanks for watching this video. Take care.